Hey Jordan. Yeah. Hey, this is outfit. One sec, man. What up? I don't know. This is showing my butt look big. Hey, by the way, nice guitar. Where did I? Wherever, man. Where did I find this guy?
Was he right? Did that outfit really make my butt look big? I mean, I have no clothes in my wardrobe. Is this guitar really my whole personality? Like, I just don't know anymore. What's going on? Was he right? All my clothes is black, everything just unorganized. Like, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I don't know what I'm doing.
What is going on, guys? We are finally back for episode 2 of the review show. The reception I got from episode 1 was like absolutely insane. I must have got, to be fair, 100 views doesn't sound like a lot, but for a channel of my size, 103 views for Cabos Exposed. I'm very thankful and appreciative of that. Shout out to all the St. Mark's crew that made it into that video. You know, Cabos, Mess Yourself, Jack Chat. Oh my gosh, I've literally forgotten everything. Little Catty. I didn't do Evan because Evan's purely music, no video. So maybe when that music video comes out, I'll come back to it. Oh, damn it, Tom, I'm so sorry. Breaking Bars. Breaking Bars, there you go. Tomfoolery. Shout out to all them, man, that made it to the last video. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. So as you saw from the intro, I'm obviously not the fashionista that I thought I would be. I've never actually seen my... I would never have said that I dressed well per se, but I think I've always established like my sense of style. You always have like an idea of what I'm gonna wear. I don't know, maybe I've never thought about it myself, and I wonder if my friends ever thought about it. I feel like I always match colours quite well. Like if I'm wearing a blue shirt, I've got a blue mask. I don't know, I'm wearing this purplish shirt now, I've got, you know, light colour shorts. So I don't know, I always feel like I have a colour palette per se, but I don't actually know if I dress well. I would never say that. But for the purpose of this video, for the longest time, a lot of my friends have their own like fashion brands. Or I have friends that do different things. Obviously, last episode was YouTube channels, and I guess Little Catty is technically a rapper, but you know, still. This week, a lot of my friends have their own fashion brands, and throughout the years I've bought their items of their clothing. So a lot of it's really nice stuff. But today I thought, you know what? Let me sit down and review the hell out of it. By the way, if you're watching this and you own these brands, obviously it's all a bit of fun. I appreciate everything that you guys have put out. Ooh. Shout out to Prosper. The poster was available to hand, so this is, if you want one of these posters, message me or message Io. I'll put his link, or message Prosper page, I guess, maybe that's more accurate. I'll put the link in the description below. You can get one of these really cool, really retro looking posters. And with that said, let's try. I've actually never done like a fashion haul before. Let me do some research and I'll come back to you, and then we'll get started on this little experiment. So first of all, you know how it had to be. We had to start with the Prosper tee. Come on. Shout out Prosper. Shout out your revolutions. Your revelations will start revolutions. You know the deal. This is probably one of my favourite tops. I like the black. I like the way... Black and red has always been my favourite mix. So I like the way this goes. I'm going to do a bit, don't worry. This whole video, for all the guys out there, I'm not going to do a full 30-minute video of me just trying on clothes. I'm going to do a bit more analytical research, reviewing later in a sec, going onto their Instagram pages. But ooh, this feels good. I can't wait for the next Prosper drop. Io, if you're watching this, and if you're not Io and you're also watching this, don't forget the poster is available. But I'm looking forward to the next drop. Looking forward to the next drop. I don't want to say any spoilers because I feel like I know more than I should. But I'm looking forward to the next drop. This is, again, Prosper. This was what, 15, 18, 20? It was a respectable amount of money. So get your summer locked. As you can tell from this picture as well, actually. And I have this top as well. This is the white variation. He also has like a Nigerian colours one because of the end SARS protest that happened last year. So if you're especially Nigerian, you know, shout out Africa Nations coming soon. Or if you prefer white, it's available. New drop coming soon. New Jack City. Let's get it. This is baby step. You know what, I'm already too hot. I'm gonna have to change this after this, but baby step. Let's get it. Ooh, so baby step. Obviously, again, we're going to do a bit more analytical research stuff in a sec, but Baby Step isn't actually a fashion brand. Shout out to Josh. Josh was on the podcast. He had a great episode. Josh founded his own media company, I guess, and they specialize in music and art, and they see all that sort of, you know, very cool stuff. He's based up in Leeds. And during the during the lockdowns, obviously it was hard to get events going and artistic stuff going. So his way of like maintaining his studio, getting money in, was this. And I really like what you did actually. I really like what you did. So what Josh did at the time was he put up on Instagram and said, look, make a design for this top. You know, the winner will get whatever. It'll be a cool, fun thing to do for everyone. He picked out a nice design. This is it. I like it. I think there's also a white version of this available. Obviously I went for the black. That's just me. I all black everything. Apart from the shorts, obviously. Shorts are grey, but baby step top. Nothing on the back. I think that's a missed opportunity. I think you could have put, I don't know, by Josh, for Josh or some shit on the back, just to make it seem a bit more interesting. But I like this. This is a very cool design. Baby step. Maybe I should do some more cinematic camera shots as well, but this is a nice top. Let's move. This is my second favorite of everything. It's a jumper. This is from. Don't do videos with your windows open, guys. This is the one that yes, you saw earlier in the preliminary video. Born to Stand Out. Well, I think they're going for like a renaming phase, but Born to Stand Out. Let's get it. Oh, I'm boiling in this. I've got 3 layers on for no reason. I don't even. No one even. There's no reason for me to be doing this, is there? I'm just being silly. But look at that. Born to Stand Out. Oh, it's so hot. This is such good quality. I really love this. When I first got this, I was surprised at how thick it was, but it actually is so good. The quality is good. It's really warm. It's a nice jumper. You know, love on the no fear on the front, no label on the front. I'm an idiot. I've never really been one for graphic tees. Well, this isn't really a tee. It's a jumper. But I've never really been, you know, a big graphic person. But I do like this. My only critique is that it doesn't crumple up. So when you like move, this stays flat, and that kind of affects your mobility. It's not like I'm getting in fights or anything. But if I were to get in fights, you know, this, I'd have to be a bit more cautious with this. I mean, to be fair, if I'm beating guys up in a jump like this, I'd rather look good than feel good, you know? If I'm going to be on World Star Premiere anyway, at least let me do it in style, you know? Look at that on the back. Fear, love, represent. One thing that I don't know, is it like, Austin, if you're watching this, let me know. Is it like fear, love as a sentence, or is it like fear and love as 2 different things? Because that, you know, bringing some nuance to it, it could be very interesting. Like fear, love, like, ooh. Love's scary, you know. You know the saying, you'd rather have loved and lost than never loved at all. I'm a bit scared. Sometimes you have a bit of a fear of love, you know, being scared to fall in love, or you know, you have that feeling of love, and you're I don't know, once you fall out of love and you have that whole feeling of aloneness and isolation, and you're scared of like what might go wrong. Or is it like fear and love as like 2 contrasting, you know, an oxymoronic type of vibe you got going on. You know, also the no labels, like in like a modern font, and then this like graphic and a classic traditional font. Is there some like oxymoronic contrasty thing you going on here? Like you gotta let me know. I'm not the artist here. You're the far superior to me. You're way smarter than I am. But either way, when I come to buying things, there are 3 things I care about: price and comfort. Like, is it going to be comfortable, and is it going to be like well priced? And when I say price and comfort, what I'm technically talking about there is value for money. That's one big thing. Is it valuable? Is it worth what I'm spending on it? This is, I would have paid, I mean, I wouldn't have paid double, but it is worth double what I paid for it, to me. So shout out to you, Austin. This is a very nice top. And also, the box that it came in, if I still got a picture up, I'll show you guys the box that came in. It's so good. So shout out to Austin, shout out to Born to Stand Out crew for this. Let's get the next one on. This I'm actually still getting on. Bart Simpson. The thing is, I only actually went onto Artist Name Nobody's website to buy one thing, which I'll show you after this. But I saw this, the black Bart Simpson, and I'm like, you know what? We didn't get a black Spider-Man, so we're getting a black Bart today. Let's get it. And this, again, this is actually a lot thinner than the Born to Stand Out shirt. So this is more of like, it's not a summer shirt per se. You're never going to be out in the summer wearing a jumper. But this is definitely more of like an all-season type of thing. This is probably one of my I get the most compliments. Well, actually, that's not true. We're going in compliment order. I just by accident, but we're going in compliment order. But this, I like this. I like the black bar, and this is one of those jumpers that you just feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the black thing. Maybe it's a culture thing. But when you're standing, sometimes you got hands in your pockets. You know, you got a phone in your hand. You got your hands crossed. You're doing the ghost. You know, I know we all seen Power here, just standing around like that. This is one of those jumpers where you just feel like you can do whatever you want. I've never felt so superior, except for because I've always been weird actually when it comes to clothing. Like when it comes to like jump hoodies, when I was growing up, it was always like had to be a zip up hoodie. I would never get like an actual hoodie because I'm like, what if it gets hot? And then you want to like unzip and cool down, right? And on the same plane of thought, I was like, I never wanted to own just a jumper. Because it's like, why not just have a jumper with a hood on it? So if it starts raining, you can put a hood on. What's the point of just a jumper? This was like the first jumper I'd bought in a very long time, excluding like the threaded like needle ones, like the nice ones. This is like the first jumper I bought for myself in a while, and I'm like, I've been missing so much. You know, I just like standing around, hands here, hands in my pockets. You just feel calm. I'm comfortable. It's hot. It's 28 degrees outside. I just feel comfortable. I feel comfortable. Even though I've had to take all the other layers off because I was burning up. I feel comfortable. And even though this is still very wet because it just came out of the wash, I still feel comfortable. So shout out to Artist Name Nobody. I have one more product of yours which I'm going to put on now as well. Black Clouds Hoodie Metal. You guys, familiar fans of the show, you've seen this before. You know what this is all about. We represent this. But, and also this. I don't know, you may have seen this mask somewhere around. You know what, let's get on the next outfit, forget it. Let's get on the next outfit. We're getting it on, we're doing this, So this mask says, if you can read this, you're too close. Maybe if you can't read it, either you're too close or the camera just isn't focusing very well. But yeah, next hoodie, rack it up. It's been 9.5 minutes, so we've got to speed this up real quick. This is also still a little bit wet, because they both just came out the wash. But I'm not going to keep some for too long because you've seen it, and also because I'm real hot. Figuratively and literally, but Black Lives Matter. You know how it be. This also, by the way, this is not how we wear masks. This is not how we don't do this. But for the sake of the video, you know how it is. This is also far slimmer. What's the word? It's not as thick as the Born to Stand Out shirt. So this is another like all season type of hoodie. I wouldn't wear it in the summer because it's black, and obviously black things attracts more heat. Well, don't attract more heat, that's actually not true, but they absorb more of the heat. And yeah, so it gets hotter just by nature of being black. So it isn't necessarily an all-purpose, like an all-season hoodie, but it's definitely something that you can wear. If it's like 20 to 21 degrees, maybe you can get away with it. 28, like today, a bit questionable. But this is, because it's thin, like I don't know if you can see how thin that is on camera, but it's pretty thin, and it's very comfortable. Both of these are very comfortable, but they're nice all-season, you know, items of clothing, which I very, very much appreciate. It means that I can go outside and all black, all day, every day, all year. Every day is all black day. I mean, you're kicking it. You got the Black Lives Matter hoodie. You got the triple black Air Forces, a little bit of blue here, just to the nice blue accents, so people know what's going on. To matching the blue bottle as well. I think I might have tweeted recently, like I used to think my best color was red, and then suddenly I'm just owning all this blue stuff. Like I got the little bit of the blues here. My bed, this is my bed sheets all blue. I don't know what happened, but if you know what, if you're another one of my friends or someone else who's watching the channel, you have your own brand, send me all the blue shit you have. I'll pay you an exposure, I promise. This is, personally, sorry Tim, sorry to say this, sorry Tim, sorry I, sorry all you lot. This is my favourite. Of all the stuff that I bought for people that I know, this is by far my favourite. Young Goat. This is for their culture, Young Goat. You know what? Oh, damn it, what's it? Vincent, if you're watching this, yeah, I think you co-founded it. I don't know what everyone else's name is, but Vincent, if you're watching this, you need to put out a brand, OG, for the old, original, the old goats, bro. I know a couple of parents, a couple of uncles, a couple of people that I could buy this stuff for, but maybe they're just a bit above the YG age limit. But this, you know when you just feel invincible. Go back and watch my video, the dating opinion corner. This is how you cold approach. You go to the club, you don't even need words. You just have to wear the Young Goat merch, and they know what you're saying. Even if you know what, if you're trying to be a little retro, put the hat the other way around. It's calm. They know. They still see it. They still see the Young Goat, bro. They still see the Young Goat. You can wear this hat frontwards, backwards. It's a shame you can't turn this inside out as well. But I mean, when Trey Songz was writing like Mr. Steal Your Girl, because he saw me walking past wearing this, he's like, damn man, I can't compete with that. Trigger's got platinum tapes, but he ain't got no Young Goat. The guy's, he's too old for this. Too old for this. No YG. I mean, YG had Kehlani, but we know how that story went. Kehlani, if you're watching this as well, you know, actually, if you're not, I don't associate myself with YG if you're watching this, but just text me back, reply to my DMs. This is thicker. This is nice. Comes nicely in between both the Born to Stand Out and Artist Name Nobody's merch. So it's a bit, it's not all season type of merch, but because it's light colours and because it looks good, you can probably get away with wearing it in more climates. One thing, a couple of things that I like about this in particular is like the buckles, aglets that you have on this are metallic, which is nice. So I've had a couple of instances when I'm wearing other stuff, and maybe the aglets are completely falling off, or sometimes the strings come out. By the way, aglets, shout out to Phineas and Ferb. But sometimes the strings completely come out of it, and you've got to fidget through all your washing up to find like the missing strings. With this case, because it's metal, it's very, very sturdy. They've also got Young Goat YG here on the sleeve, which is a nice extra touch, and then yeah, of course YG on the top. So this is now probably when I was joking earlier about getting the compliment order, but this hoodie actually has got me so many compliments. Tim, if you're watching this, I wish please get back into the game, because the second you got out of the game, I got out of the game. The jungle. We'll come back to that. Before I talk about canvas, I want to mention the inside of this Young Goat hat has a YG written in there as well. So talk about attention to detail. You know, they have a nice product, but this, you know what? I'm gonna sit down, because let me tell you guys something. The amount of compliments I've got in this hoodie. Who's that? Actually, you know what? Actually, one before I talk about the good things, let me say one other thing. So on this it says hated, loved. You know, very nice hoodie. It's also got the metallic aglets, as I mentioned on the Young Goat hoodie. It has a picture of, you know, the legend Malcolm X on there. Yeah. Do I look like Malcolm X? Let me know in the comments. If I look like Malcolm X, drop this video. Drop it a like regardless. But if I look like Malcolm X, give it a second like. Because the amount of people that walk past me say, "Oh, Jordan, oh, you look like, oh, is that you on the shirt? Oh, is that you on the shirt? I'm wearing these glasses. Oh, you look just like Malcolm X." Do I? Really? Really? Listen, random white boy. Maybe I'm wrong, but you guys let me know. I'll put in the comments, I'll say yes, or I'll comment below yes, and I'll comment below no. Slap a like on whichever if you agree. If I look like Malcolm X, or if I don't look like Malcolm X. Irrespective, the glasses can come off now. This is the one. This is the hoodies. Tim, if you're watching this again, get back in the game, because you're costing me lives out here. This hoodie, nothing on the back. Actually, no, there is a little bit on the back. I don't know if you can see that. There, canvas, written several times, like in a facade type of way. I don't know what the word is for it. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a nice look. I like it. Again, I get the most compliments when I'm wearing this. Sometimes you gotta mix it up. You gotta have the canvas by canvas hoodie. You gotta have the YG hat. You gotta have the artist name Nobody mask. You gotta represent all the peoples in your community, because this is the ultimate setup. Except when you obviously wear the mask properly, but come on. You know what I was saying earlier, like Trey Songz, Midget Still Your Girl, blah 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 blah. This is what he really saw me walking. I was walking past like this. He's like, whoa. Trigger's like, hey. Trigger's like, whoa, you represent like that. It's like that, yeah? So the first thing we have right here, Born to Stand Out page, as I mentioned. This page, I mean, Austin has done a great job with running this. You know, I think they've won like several awards at this point. Awards, if I said that right, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's a great looking page. You know what I've noticed? Actually, I don't think that's a strange thing to notice. Like, I feel like female models in general always have to fit a certain criteria, and it's like you always see loads of leg. You always get loads of leg. You always get minimal pants. But to be fair, I mean, this girl's like fully kitted out. You know, I didn't even know they had that. Born to No Label. Empowered. Oh, nice. This must have been an older collection. Yeah, so this is Jan 2020. Trackies. I've never really been the biggest, like, trackies just are what they are. I was just going to go Sports Direct. I'll drop like £15, get the most generic, basic ass Adidas trackies I can get. I've never really been overly infused on buying like a specific brand worth of stuff. Because at the end of the day, like, this top half matters, shoes matter, to me at least, and that's kind of it. But you know, nice set of gear there. This page won't stand out. Like as I said, Austin's done a lot of work here. He's really running this. Not even he's running it like a brand. Like it literally is a brand. Again, as I was saying, no pants, pure leg. When you have female models. But yeah, good looking stuff. This is the man himself, the legend, Austin. Shout out to Austin. If you want to buy any of this merch, check out their store. They usually have some sort of promotions going on. So if you sign for the newsletter, I think it's at 10% off. So you can just run that when the time comes. But I like this. Everything that he's done, because is he 2 years below me in school? I think his brother was in my year. He was in like a few years below me, and even in school, even though I never like spoke to him, he was younger than me. I never really spoke to him like that. But you know, you can kind of just tell certain kids are more serious than others. Like I was never the most serious kid in school, but even though I seen this guy on the bus, I'm like, oh damn. I was like, I got to do a bit more with my time. And I'm happy to see now that he's doing bits with this brand, even beyond this brand. On LinkedIn, he's doing like Read with Austin. And every week, if not every day or every month or something, he's like posting a new book that he's reading. He gives his review in the book. Like Austin's doing bits. I'm going to tag all these guys, all these pages: Born to Stand Out, Canvas, Prosper, Young Goat, Baby Step, and Ask Them Nobody. I'm going to put all the links to their stuff in the description below, as I did last time as well, the YouTubers one. But I'm also going to put Austin's LinkedIn page here as well, if you do want to check out his Read with Austin weekly thingy thing that he does. But yeah, good stuff. Featured in British GQ, which is obviously a pretty cool thing to say, pretty nice flex. But yeah, good looking stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing how this brand develops over time. In general, as with any brand, they take it all seriously. Like, it's good material, it's good quality, it feels good, it's comfortable, it's good pricing, comes in a nice box. Like, it is a proper brand. He knows what he's doing. So shout out to Austin there for that. That's the exact shirt that I was wearing as well. Next, we're going to jump right over here to Baby Step. So Baby Step, as I said, just Josh's platform is a magazine. They specialise in like music and artistic stuff, and he works in and around Leeds. So there's no actual reference of the shirt here, at least not on the top half. I'm going to have to scroll pretty low down to see it. I wanted the stories are still up, but like, literally, as I was saying, he put on his stories that, look, let's design a shirt together, and the idea was like, it will be we will dance again. That was his his narrative. He's like, after lockdown we're gonna dance again, and because of that, again, you have all this like great stuff. I'm not gonna keep scrolling down. If you do want to learn more about Josh, he spoke about this a lot in our so here's the actual collection. I got the black and pink one here, but this is the actual setup, so you can actually get obviously, UGSG, shout out to myself. This video is sponsored by the Undergraduate Survival Guide, one of the greatest student-run, student-focused podcasts of all time. So check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, as I was saying, this is the design and stuff that Josh has. So there's the black and pink shirt. He's got the top right here, white and blue. I'm pretty sure Why didn't you just give me? Giveaways should always be rigged, bro. You just give me all of this, but whatever. Josh, I'm gonna message you right now. The same as I messaged Jack last time. You're gonna, yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it when you see it. But I actually really like the black and yellow one here. Was that not available at the time? Because I would have definitely rather have bought that. I like the pink one as well, don't get me wrong, but the yellow kind of just pops out a bit more. I don't think I have any yellow clothes. Actually, no, I've got a yellow hoodie somewhere. But yeah, the tote bag's pretty cool. I've never really been one to rock tote bags, but it's pretty cool. I like the vinyl as well, the Baby Step vinyl. So shout out to Josh. Everything that Josh has done with Baby Step has been like absolutely insane. It's phenomenal. Like, I love it. So much love and respect for the guy. It's not necessarily my genre of music, so I don't check it out frequently, but I always try and give my applause. Shout out to Josh again. New Music Friday. This guy's been doing that literally every week. And as far as I know, it's just him on the team. That can't be true. I'm pretty sure there's more people on the team, but good stuff. Good stuff, Josh. And obviously that competition's over now, but if you do want any of the merchandise, I'm pretty sure you can probably find it available online. Otherwise, just message. He's put it up in the bio. Message Josh Crow for inquiries. Just be like, yo, Jordan plugged your shirt. I want a shirt. Give me a shirt. And I'm sure we'll find a way to get you a shirt. Next, we're going over to Young Goat. So Young Goat is similar to Born to Stand Out, and this laptop is burning. You guys can hear that as well, right? Crazy. But yeah, this is another brand that was, as I said, it's not like a brand. It literally is a clothing brand, similar to Born to Stand Out. UOB Chris service follow it as well, so it's pretty legit. They also have socks. They have attractive models. I gotta start my own clothing brand. This is the toxic part of the video where I'm talking about making a clothing brand just so I can work with models. But they have a lot of great stuff. This is actually a nice hoodie. I actually wanted this one as well, the black one. But I have a lot of black hoodie. I mean, literally everything that I have is black, so I'm like, let me diversify a little bit. So that's a very nice hoodie. The jumper there is pretty cool. They have a nice collection. Like, I'm not going to go into their website because I just want to talk. I want to analyze their Instagram page. But yeah, this is a nice collection of stuff. One thing that I've noticed, I mean, this guy, first of all, is not even wearing... like, if I'm looking at this picture, I'm seeing the Guess original before I see the Young Goat hat that he's wearing. I think anyone out there who's aspiring to have a clothing brand, of course, I'm not the one to talk to. I don't have my own clothing brand. But one thing that pops out more, obviously women, maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just toxic, but women stand out way more than men do. I mean, they're more eye-catching to me. Again, maybe it's just me, but do your own research before that. But I'm pretty sure there's a reason why all these brands use female models way more frequently than use male models. I think there's a reason for that, not just because I'm toxic. But that's worth considering. Also, centering. I know in photography, I've never done photography myself, but there's the law of thirds it's called. So if you break down, like you have the two lines here, so you have this third, the middle third, the center third, and do the same horizontally. The center pit, the center of where my head is, that's in the middle of all of the thirds. That's how you center a shot. If you're selling a product like here, as I said, the hat, you don't want the hat to be in the top center third. You want it to be in the middle third so people can actually see it. So from a centering perspective, if you're trying to trying to start your own photography brand, or in general, if your own clothing brand, or in general, if you just like photography and you want to think about how you take pictures, centering is important. If you're working in clothing, again, using female models far better than me. I mean, look, 800 likes. Let's see if there's this. 870 likes. Let's see if any guy bought 870. So 838, not quite the same. 600. Okay, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. But I mean, nah. Look, okay, 950. Let's see if any guy can pass 950. 812. I mean, even 1,237. I guarantee it. If you go through every single one of these pictures, I guarantee the law of averages, the CLT, central limit theorem, you're going to see far more women getting far more likes than you're going to see men. And it's not just women and men either. It's also faces. People just like faces more. I mean, it's ironic that this one here got 1,354 likes. I think that's probably more than anything else I've covered over so far. Well, no, that's 1,600. A girl here, 1,200. So generally, people like faces more. So get more face. The more face, the better. And also, again, centering, making sure it's in the center, because that's what people are looking for. And to be fair, these guys generally do everything else pretty well. Like, you have a nice diversity of models here. Light-skinned people, dark-skinned people, men, women. They have the odd few. Like, this is obviously a mental health post here. They mentioned Samaritans, Mind, Calm, Sane, Refuge. It's a nice. They have a nice collection, so it's not like everything they do is just promoting their own brand. They've also got like GQ, as seen in GQ, as seen in Vanity Fair. So they've got a nice diversity, a nice range of images. This one here, I mean, maybe it's just my laptop lighting is really bad, but this isn't very well lit. So I mean, again, maybe I'm not the one to go to. I don't have my own clothing brand, but you want it to be well lit. Look at me, look, I'm well lit. I'm glow. This is glowing. You want golden hour in every single shot, because that's how you make these pictures look good. Shout out to these two here, not just because they're black, but because golden hour. This is a well lit shot. Also, that's because they're black, but this is a well lit shot. It looks good. You can see their faces well. You can see the jump as well. You can get an idea of how it's gonna fit on you. He's got it with his strings kind of laid down and relaxed. She's got hers kind of like strapped up the hood. You have like different variations of style in this one shot. It looks good. This is a nice picture. I've had to increase my brightness. I don't know if that showed on OBS Studio, but my brightness is up now. This girl is stunning, but we'll come back for Toxic Hour on another video. So that's another baby step. Look at that, 16.6 thousand. As I was saying, guys, more face, more case. That's the new saying. More face, more case. 16,000. Do I know Hero FT? Oh, okay. I guess because he's a model, so that helps a lot, having a model wear your stuff. But in general, I mean, more face, more case. And yeah, fair play to these guys. So I've done baby step. Let's go across now to Prosper. So Prosper is also, as far as I can tell, it's been run as like a clothing brand with purpose. So it's not just a clothing brand. I was trying to deliver more of like a narrative and meaning kind of behind it. So like your revelations, not revolutions. This isn't just a shirt for the sake of owning a shirt. It actually has an intrinsic meaning as well. It's powerful. You've got my man in the back with the black, black power, Black Lives Matter, Barcelona shirt, which I'm not really sure about, but everything else, we let slide. And I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, I just love everything that Ayo does. If you're watching this, bro, keep doing you. I know you've had a difficult time trying to balance, trying to get things to work out, and having the new designs when and where. But like the art speaks for itself. This stuff looks good. And at the end of the day, like, you do you. It doesn't actually matter what happens after you do it. What it matters is that you've done it. And everything you've done here is great. I mean, there could be more content. I mentioned, like, that this is a very this is a great shot. Like, it's well centered, it's well lit. You can clearly see the writing on the shirt. Like, sometimes you have shirts with writing on it, but it's all crunkled up, so you can't really see what's going on. You can clearly see what's going on here. I mean, I don't know. There's not much else. There's not much else I can say. Use the woman. Again, I'm not the photography guy. I actually is a photography guy, so I'm not even surprised that these shots look good. Apart from this blurry. I don't know what you were going for here. I'm pretty sure there was a meaning behind this. Like, you just wanted to take a quick shot or something, or you just liked the aesthetic. or I guess it blurry. I don't think it's camera blur. I think it's blurry. Maybe the guy. I think it's your brother or something. I don't actually know. The kid in the shot was moving, so maybe that's like to show, that's to show movement, like D movement. Oh, I heard that. I know that's not what you meant, but that's what you meant to me. that's how I'm interpreting it. But yeah, nice shots. I especially like the black and white stuff. I don't think black and white necessarily makes the most sense when you're trying to show a product, but I think it's great. I think I love the look of it. And again, when it's not just a brand, like this is obviously a brand with purpose, it makes it so much more valuable that I can understand what you're going for. You change the logo up, which I'm looking forward to seeing new merch with the new logo. But yeah, I like the narrative. I like what I was doing here. This is the poster that I was showing you earlier. I think this is the exact poster. So if you want this, get him. Let him know. Let Io know. Let me know. Let someone know, and we'll figure out how to get you a poster. We're not giving out free stuff. But you can buy the shirts and you can get a poster for free. But that Canvas is a baller brand. Canvas prospers a baller brand. The reason why I say Canvas is because Io also works with Tim on Canvas, and Canvas is a brand that unfortunately they haven't put any work out since, well, according to this shot, June 2016, June 16th, 2018, so 3 years ago. But this is a cold brand. Shout out to Shea back before he deleted his social media pages. I remember with Tim, this is the funniest thing, because Tim was showing me some of these shots and like, oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I was like, this is in night mode. This isn't how does the shot actually look when it's not a night mode. And me and Tim had a whole moment. He's like, oh, like he went in his group chat with I think Shea, Io, and JJ. He's like, oh mate, like all the shots, how did they actually look in normal? Like, because when I posted them with my phone. It was in night mode. It's always in night mode, and I just thought that was hilarious. I think it's important to remember from a technological perspective, I guess, more than like a cinematic photography perspective. But everyone who's viewing your stuff will have different phones. Like I'm obviously looking at it now on my laptop, and my laptop, this is like a 2K display. I think it's not 4K, but this is a 3000 by 2000 inches. It's like 2K, I think. This iPhone SE I've got, I think 720p. This Pixel I have, I think, is just below 2K. I think it's like 1640 or 1460 p, whatever. If you don't know what that means, it doesn't really matter. I'm basically talking about the resolution and how good, how many colors per pixel inch, and the displays vary. Is my point, and you don't actually know how it's going to look across different screens. So the best post you can make is the post that you're going to make. I wouldn't worry too much about making it look this color, that color. Obviously, to an extent, you want to appease an aesthetic, but it's worth understanding that things will always look different. I mean, some people like Tim will probably always have their phone in night mode, in which case things will always look a bit. Well, to me, they look better. I just like the red tint, but in general, they look a bit more red. Maybe people never have night mode on, so things always look a bit bluer. Maybe people always use Instagram through the laptop in case things look different again. And it's like understanding the way people receive this information is very, very important. That's something that I've considered a lot with Instagram. It's like sometimes when I post a story on the iPhone on my UGSG account, and I look at the same story on my normal account on my Android phone, they look completely different. And the reasoning is because obviously the screen, this is like a different screen ratio to this, and that means that sometimes things are left out of the borders, or they're in the borders, or they're out here. Even when you scale it based on, on Instagram, when you move to the side, it's like a blue line that shows where the limit is. Even if you scale it within those blue line limits, it still always comes out wrong. So it's worth considering like how much information you can put in this picture, and of the information that you are going to put in, where are you going to center it? Always try and get it like in the middle, because you can rest assured that the middle is going to be on the screen. Just anything on the edges is usually running the risk there. So Tim, these pictures were taken a long time ago, and it's all of the same shirt, all the same jumper that I wore earlier. So it's worth noting, I guess. I haven't really got any constructive takes here other than like you need more girls. you literally, and again, for the 18th time of this video, this isn't just me being toxic. Like objectively, female models do far better than male models, and it's worth doing the research. And like, don't believe me. And again, if you are starting your own brand, remember what I was saying. Girl models are always gonna do better. More face, more case. Centering, having it in the middle. Making sure, like I mentioned with the Prosper hoodie earlier, you can see the writing clearly. I can't clearly see this as hated loved on it in this picture. Yes, obviously I know what a jumper is. If you zoom in, you can see it, and probably if you look at it on your phone, it will be clearer as well. But for the nature of this platform, it's worth considering how things look. I don't think it's worth. If you're posting on Instagram, it's not really worth thinking about how it's going to look on the desktop, because most people will probably use their phones for it. But the point is, I don't want to have to click and zoom in. I want to just look at this and be like, that's how it looks. I want to just look at Shea's picture and say, okay, that's how it looks. I want to just look at this, the most recent picture of Io here and be like, okay, that's how it looks. I don't want to click around and zoom in or turn off and on night mode. So bear that in mind if you also have a brand out there. Last but not least, we have the famous. You know what? I just realized that all these accounts are like run by men apart from this one. So shout out to Rachel being the only black woman here. And this is actually probably the most influential, most meaningful page as well, because like you have all this stuff going on. I don't even know where to start, but you have all these pictures of black people everywhere, which is great. She has so much. Okay, self care. I'm like, why can't I see anything meaningful right off the bat? Asking at Real for Business, you find out brushes to procreate. So I mean, there's usually more stuff going on. I think I just picked a bad time. But look, by women who date men are still bi. Yeah. So I mean, and you have this picture image of I don't know what the name is for the like skin condition, but of like obviously it's like parts of her skin are lighter than others. And this guy's got a gold tooth, several gold teeth. So it's like perpetuating. She's very not. I don't know the word for it. It's just great stuff. It's just great stuff that I love seeing. I don't necessarily relate to a lot of it. My skin isn't like that. I'm not bisexual, but I appreciate seeing it because you always have the same ideas. The same ideas of seeing the same stuff all the time, and seeing something different. It brings awareness to it. It makes you realize that crap, but this thing actually exists. People actually do exist within these different demographics and brackets and. I'm not articulating myself very well here. I just really love seeing what I see. I really appreciate it, and I imagine people within these communities, within the LGBTQA plus community, or people that have said skin conditions, I'm sure they appreciate and love this sort of brands like this that are doing things like this for people like them. Representation matters. We have right here as well. So shout out to Ask Ain't Nobody. Sorry if I know I mentioned your name earlier, Rachel. My bad if I'm not supposed to have done that. But shout out to Ask Ain't Nobody as a brand and as a thing that exists. I think that's really cool. This is quite a funny meme. And yeah, the only difference is that I would say is Artists Ain't Nobody's merch is literally merchandise. It's not product. I mean, it is produce, but I think she focuses more on the artwork, the graphics, and the look and feel of things, not necessarily the quality control of her product. So even though the jumpers, are very, very good, I really, really like wearing it. As I mentioned, it's like all-purpose, all-season type of, maybe not 28 degrees type of all-season, but generally like an all-season type of fashion. On the website as well, they've got a lot of stuff going on, and also as you can see here, 10% discount if you go on now. So make sure you check out her site, get some prints, get some tops, get some socks, like some pictures, show some respect. But yeah, I think it's important to mention that she's the artist, name no ways. She focuses on the art. She makes art. It looks good. So if you're looking for items of clothing, obviously still do it because she prints the stuff, her prints on the clothes. But as far as like if you're out here looking for a specific brand and specific clothes that you want to check out, the ones I can recommend the easiest will be Young Goat and Hero again. And Born to Stand Out. These two are actual like proper prolific clothing brands. Canvas, as much as I love what they're doing, I think Tim's called it a day. Actually, no, that's not true. He said to me last time I asked him, he's got a couple of small size jumpers left. So if you do want one of these and you happen to be a size small, message me, message Tim. All the links again will be down in the description below. If you want to find some new music, some new artists up in Leeds, some new, not graffiti, but some new cool stuff, check out Baby Step. If you want some more art, if you want to check out some art, if you're into art, if you happen to be in any of the demographics I mentioned earlier, LGBTQA+, ECT, if you just love seeing black queens being queens, of course, again, check out Artist Named Nobody. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that shoot, bro. I'm looking for new Prosper wear on the way. Let me end the video on that. New Prosper wear on the way, and we'll catch episode 3 of the review show next time. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.